progress.
Okay, good morning everyone. Agitiyar, Gemara Chasima Toiva. So we finished Sefer Chafetz Chaim. I know you really want to learn it again. That's why we're posting every morning the shiur. Every morning you could go to the group and listen to the shiur. Today is day 3. And we're going to be continuing learning a few moments of Sefer Chafetz Chaim. Hopefully after Yom Tov we'll start. It's looking pretty good for Sefer Avas Yisroel. Today, for Asar Simei Teshuva, we're going to learn the Chafetz Chaim on Teshuva. It comes from the Sefer Beis Yisroel. There's Avas Yisroel. There's Torah. This comes from Kuntris Beis Yisroel. Perek Hey. Medaber be'inyan Teshuva. It talks about Teshuva. It's mamish davar yafa be'itai. Can you imagine? It's Asar Simei Teshuva, and we're learning the Chafetz Chaim on Teshuva. Okay, here we go. Isa b'Chazal. We find in Chazal, I think it's Gemara in Sanhedrin, Kalu kol akitzin. All the ends have passed, meaning all the, I'm going to make it big so that you could see it nicely. Kalu kol akitzin. All of the ends have passed. Ve'en hadavar tolai ela b'tshuva. And the only thing that's holding up Mashiach is Teshuva. Everybody knows there were many times that were destined for the redemption to come. And not only that, many Rishonim predicted when the Geula would come, whether it's the Rambam or Reb Sadia Gaon. By the way, did you know that in today's Slichos there was an epic Slicha written by Reb Sadia Gaon? Can you imagine? Reb Sadia Gaon wrote one of the Slichos today. We had from, listen to this, the opening Slicha today was Rashi. You know that? Rashi. And then we had from Rabbeinu Gershon, and we had Reb Sadia Gaon, and we had the Talmud of Rabbeinu Tam, just to name a few of today's Slichos. Anyway, so we know that many of the Zmanim for Teshuva passed, but because there was not proper Teshuva in those times, the Geula was prevented. This is the reason for the length of our Golos, that we have delayed doing Teshuva. Ki ge'ulasenu tluya b'tshuva. Our redemption is dependent on Teshuva. V'imrak noshav b'tshuva karoi. If we would only do a proper Teshuva, as bevada yavai Mashiach tzedkeinu v'loi achar. Certainly Mashiach would come and not delay. Oid ksiv. It also says in Yeshaya, Lachein yichake Hashem lechananechem. Therefore, God awaits to show you grace. Amar Chazal, Shegam HaKadosh Baruch Hu Kiviyachal Mechake L'choinen Es Amal Yisrael. We find in Chazal that even HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so to speak, is awaiting to redeem us. Uparch b'Gemara Me'acher SheHaKadosh Baruch Hu Ba'atzmei Mechake Mi Ma'akev Al Yadai. If Hashem is waiting to redeem us, so no, what's the impediment? Umetaretz Midas Hadin Ma'akeves Es HaGeula. It's the Midas Hadin. It's the Midas Hadin. So you ready for the mashal? The Azra Seinin Hazar B'derech Mashal. I'm going to explain with a parable. Le'echad shabal l'soicher gadol ma'od shadarka limchar schara harbe b'pam echad. A guy, a retailer, came to a wholesaler who usually sold a lot of goods at one time. And the retailer said, do me a favor, sell me X, Y, and Z on credit. And as soon as I get the merchandise, I'll send you the money. The wholesaler didn't believe him. Because he got burnt in the past. The guy bought merchandise and he didn't pay. And last time the guy also promised he'd pay right away. Take of me out. And in the end, he never paid. Therefore, the wholesaler didn't want to believe him. The wholesaler got burnt before. And the retailer said, this time I tried, the mail, and the wholesaler didn't even know what he's talking about. The retailer said, there are many different reasons why I couldn't fulfill my words. But now this time, I'm going to pay immediately as soon as I get the merchandise. The retailer started to cry. wholesaler. The retailer says, we're going to die if you don't give me the merchandise. The wholesaler, in the softness of his heart, acceded to his request. And he agreed to give it to him on credit. And all the workers in the wholesaler's business said, you're out of your mind. Don't you know this guy? This is the 5th time he told you this Baba Maisa, and he cried. This is not the first time that we gave him a lot of merchandise and he deceived us, and he didn't pay us. He didn't even pay half. And now this time, none of his requests and tainas worked. Ad asher lo yavi es kol hakesef mikaydem. This time, the wholesaler said, until you pay in advance, I ain't giving you anything. He would not agree to give the merchandise. One smart guy was passing by, and he heard the dispute between the wholesaler and the retailer and the workers. He told the buyer, let me give you some advice. This is going to be a win-win for both of you. Even though this wholesaler usually only deals with a lot of merchandise at once, but now that you're proven yourself that you're not reliable, maybe now that the wholesaler sees you're a very pathetic situation, maybe he'll agree to sell you little by little. So you don't have all the money, you'll give him $1 and he'll give you a bissel merchandise. And the wholesaler liked the idea, and the buyer liked the idea. And he bought the merchandise little by little. And ultimately he was able to buy all the merchandise he wanted to in the beginning. And he made a lot of money. Oh, so you want to know what's the nimshal? Even though we said we're only going to do a few minutes, but what could we do? We have to see the nimshal. The same thing by us. We beg Hashem, Ribbon Hashem, send Mashiach. We have no strength left. We don't have the endurance to bear this anymore. Hashem, don't worry. As soon as you send Mashiach, we'll pay up everything. We'll get our act together completely. Hashem said, come on, give me a break. You try that every year on Rosh Hashanah, and you never got your act together. I'm ready every day to send you Mashiach. You got to pay in advance. I'm not going to trust you that when Mashiach comes, you're going to get your act together. You get your act together first, and I'll bring Mashiach. You told me 1,000 times already you'll get your act together if I bring Mashiach. If I save you, how many times did you tell me, Hashem says, that if I bail you out, you'll do Teshuva? You never fulfilled your words. Like it says in Tehillim, they seduced him with their mouths, and in their tongue they lied to him. We promise God that we'll never sin again. And the moment Yom Kippur is over, we're back at it. And the next day, Hashem says, what with all the promises? We said, what promises? We didn't. I don't remember. So we've been through this many, many times. We'll have to see the rest tomorrow. The point is, no, the wholesale is not going to work. Wholesale is not going to work anymore. You can't tell Hashem, save me, and then I'll get my act together. We already showed we're not reliable for that. But maybe because Hashem sees that we're in such a pathetic situation, if we make small little payments now, we start making small little payments, we do little tiny pieces of tshuva, then little by little, we could convince Hashem, we'll start now and we'll get our full act together when Mashiach comes. That's already, then maybe that Hashem will agree to. So the wholesale, we already showed, cash advance is not, if Hashem's going to advance us Mashiach, we can't be relied on that we're going to pay in full when we get the Mashiach. But we could be relied on if we give little bits of tshuva a little bit at a time, that we got a shot at. We'll read the end of the Perek on. I know you want me to do a Matzah Shabbos. No, I don't know. I don't know if. Okay, Monday. Have a great day, everyone. Bracha v'atzlacha. Start making payments today. Small payments. Have a good day, everyone. Kol tov.
Recording stopped.
Good Yar, Gemach Sima Taiva. Kol tov.